Yo, what's up everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today we are going to open up a Ravnica Remastered Collector box, and today I'm going to do something that I've been kind of putting off doing, and that is talking about pricing on the Ravnica Collector boxes. I was kind of waiting, right? So now it's been a month and a half post-release, and I really wanted to let the dust settle because, you know, honestly, I was very skeptical of how the prices on the singles would hold up in this product post-release, but I'm kind of going to be the first one to say, like, I was wrong. Like, the Shocklands have held up much better than I thought. The anime borderless foil cards specifically are holding up pretty well, and you got some cool retro frames in there. I think there's something to be said about a lot of the other singles for the non-special cards, but you know what? Between serial numbered, between anime borderless foils and Shocklands, like, the product's actually holding up pretty well. So, interested to dive in, take a look at, talk about pricing a little bit, and we'll kind of see where this box ends up. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on in, and let's crack some packs. I will say that, like, I still think that these boxes are heavily contingent, like, on your Shockland count, and the average seems to be about 7. I think less than that feels pretty bad unless you pull something really, really good. The tough part is in the Mythics. Yes, a lot of the anime borderless foils have held up well, but like if you're not pulling like a Psych Rift as a regular, it can get pretty dicey. I can't remember. Yeah, these are pull tabs. Okay, here we go. Serial number cards also do seem to be more prevalent than I think we all kind of imagined at first. So we've got a retro foil Illusionist Bracers to start us off. This is one of those cards that did not hold up well through the reprint, but a sweet card. After that, our first mythic of the box. This is not starting off well. It's Domri Raid. Domri Raid anime borderless is probably like an under $1 card. It might even be under 50 cents, really. I think it's one of the really lower end anime mythics, unfortunately. After that, we've got ourselves a Hail Kite Tyrant in the retro frame. That's kind of a cool card. I'm going to still throw that up top. And, hey, Court of Calling. There's a solid rare. A foil... Pack foil Court of Calling. I actually need some of these, so I'm not upset about that even a little bit. That's pretty sweet. Then we've got our retro frame Dimir House Guard. Oh, nice. Retro frame Wilderness Reclamation, another House Guard, and a Gruul Guildgate. Oops, whoa, flying cards in the mana fixing slot. And that's going to kind of do it from there. No Shocklands, kind of a want mythic, but at least a little bit of value out of that Court of Calling. And I don't think Tyrant's worth all that much anymore at this point either. All right, so like a lot of sweet stuff, right? But this is kind of one of my skepticisms. I'm not really sure if you're not hitting an abundance of Shocklands or a serial numbered card or some of the other cool stuff, how you're going to hold up. All right, we've got a retro frame Tolsmir Wolf's Blood. Also a sweet card, but not going to be a value hit. Fibblethip as an anime. That's an anime non-foil. Karlov, so we got our second mythic of the box, which is Karlov of the Ghost Council in the retro frame. Also not a stunning value mythic. All right, maybe a few bucks though. I don't know. I think even the foil is probably like not all that expensive. Midnight Reaper as a pack foil rare. Okay. Shambling Shell. Gruul Guildgate. Faith Fetters. Oh, there we go. Nice. So we did talk about this. We're going to talk about this a lot more. The Shocklands are all holding up very well. I thought the borderless might crash because there was going to be so many of them, these collector boxes, and they were going to get open. Nope. Even your regular Shocklands are still ranging from like 7 to 15. The foil is probably roughly the same, and the borderless ranging between like 17 to 25. So Shocklands are still where it's at. People needed them, and people hung on to them. So a pack foil rare Stomping Grounds. Nice Farseek. Stomping Grounds probably in like the $10 range would be my guess there. And that's in that mana fixing slot. So typically you're good for about one of those per box. Sometimes I have seen 2 Shocklands come out of the mana fixing slot, but on average you're looking at about 1 per box. All right. Does break the seal on our Shocklands, so we'll take that. There we go. Nice. Borderless foil Godless Shrine. And as I mentioned, the borderless foil Shocklands really holding strong, all between like 17 and 22. Godless Shrine is going to be right in that range as well, so pretty sweet. We love to see it. That is our second shot. Hey, anime Crypt Gas. So we've got our anime card. Crypt Gas is probably still a few bucks. The foil version, a few more bucks. Again, the anime borderless, I can say just anime foils are holding up pretty well. Crypt Gas is, again, it's probably a few bucks. It was one of the better reprints. Another Tolsmir after that in the regular retro frame, the non-foil. Let me slide some cards around here. We'll put Tolsmir right there. Void Slime is a pack foil. It's kind of a cool card, but yeah, not bringing a ton of value. Golgari Thug in the retro frame, foil, ultimate price. Rakdos Guildgate, and then into our uncommons and commons. Okay, so we are at 2 of our shot count. Mythics have been unkind so far. I would really like to see a Cyclonic Rift. Like, I haven't pulled one yet, and I've opened probably between patron openings and myself about 4 or 5 boxes. So, you know, I kind of feel like we're due for one. Thespian Stage. All right, so we have ourselves a retro frame foil Thespian Stage. Actually, offhand, I'm not sure where this ranks. It might be in like, I don't know, $3 or $4. I could be incorrect about that, but I do like it as a good card. Bruvac. So here we go. We're on the board with at least a good mythic. It is Bruvac, the Grandiloquent. This is the anime version. I'm gonna say Bruvac's probably in like the $10 to $12 range would be my guess. But it is at least a decent mythic, so we'll take that for sure. Mind Leech Mass as a retro frame, and then Response Resurgence. It's a split card, foil rare. Skewer the Critics as a retro frame foil. Devouring, Arboreal Grazer, and then into our Guild Gates. All right, so Bruvac does kind of get us off. Like, after Cyclonic Rift, it is a pretty steep decline. I think Bruvac might still be atop the food chain as far as like the next most valuable mythic. So you've got Cyclonic Rift in anywhere in the $30 to $40 range, and then after that, $10 to $12 Bruvac. All right, here we go. 5th pack. We are at 2 shocks. We would like to see that count continue to climb. Hey, there we go. You know what's funny? So this is retro frame foil Blood Crypt. I'm not even a little upset about this. This is one of the more valuable ones. I think Blood Crypt retro frame foil is about $45. And again, in my sample size, roughly 4 to 5 boxes of this. My finding is that you get about an average about one retro frame foil shock per box, and this is my 3rd Blood Crypt. So not a complaint. Actually pretty sweet because this is one of the more valuable ones, but that is pretty funny. So retro frame foil Blood Crypt, I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and just get that playset. A borderless Overgrown Tomb, that is really nice. That's going to bring us home a little bit of value, so that's cool. And a Sacred Foundry triple shock box. That is a retro frame Sacred Foundry, no less. Also, still holding good value as well. So that's a heck of a pack. Can we go for 4? Is that a thing? Oh, Dreadbore. You ruined it. Oh, man. So a pack foil Dreadbore. Actually, at one point in time, Dreadbore would have been a really valuable card as well, but no longer the case. Retro frame foil Putrefy, Crackling Drake, Golgari Guildgate. Oh, nothing in the mana fixing. Guess we have to settle for only 3 Shocklands in that pack. What a ripoff. Retro frame foil Blood Crypt, though, followed by a borderless Overgrown Tomb and a retro frame Sacred Foundry, all out of one pack. That is, you know, giving credit where credit is due to Ravnica Remastered. That is the beauty of this product, is they really did not pull punches on giving us what we wanted, and that was Shocklands. So I have to give some credit there. Okay, last pack of the first half of the box. We are at now 5 Shocklands, which feels pretty good. Ghostway. All right, so we've got a retro frame foil Ghostway. Kind of cool. Again, probably at one point would have been pretty valuable. Cranko the Mob Boss as the anime card. Infernal Tutor as a retro frame rare. Not a big value hit, but it's actually still a good card. And then a Seal of the Guild Pack as a pack foil. Golgari Guildgate. Quicken. Skewer the Critics again. And a Gruul Signet. No Shocklands in that pack. What a ripoff, right? All right. Here we go. Into the second half of the box. Got a feeling pretty good about things thus far. Would love to see a strong foil. Like, we haven't hit a anime foil yet. All right. Can it be a Cyclonic Rift? Please? All right. Oh, hey! Okay, not bad. Ask and you shall receive. So we did hit an anime foil. It is Divine Visitation. That's a pretty good one. I think Visitation is still holding up reasonably well. My initial guess is something like the neighborhood of like $25. So that's a really good hit for us. Does bring some value to this that outside of the Shocklands. I'm here for it. And I mean, honestly, the art it's beautiful. Like, call it what it is. Give credit where credit is due. Do love that. Really strong hit. All right, and then we got another anime that is Prime Speaker Zagana into a Gigantoplasm in the retro frame. And then a Find and Finality as a pack foil rare. Moldavine Cloak in the retro frame foil. Utopia Sprawl, Shambling Shell, and a Boros Guild Gate. Cool. All right. Hey, Visitation's a solid hit. That's helpful. That brings us up to 4 mythics. Honestly, I haven't been tracking the mythic counts as much in these boxes. So I'm like, do I even care? Like, just tell me the Shocklands. So I'm not entirely sure. Like, it feels like it's roughly around the neighborhood of 6 to 8. Okay. Tajik, Legion's Edge as the retro frame foil. That's not what we want to see in that opening slot there. But there's the Cloudstone Curio. Hey, that's not bad. Cloudstone has been kind of hit by and it's an anime, by the way, by the reprint. Prior to what it was a reprint on Lord of the Rings, like a kind of half a reprint, if you will. And then prior to this, it was like a $30 or $40 card. Now I want to say the anime is probably in the neighborhood of $10. I might be a little off on that, but it is still a pretty decent mythic, good combo card. All right, another Tajik, because why not? Hey, and a Nicol Bolas. Sweet. Love me some War of the Spark, Nicol Bolas, Dragon God. That's actually a pretty cool mythic. Worth a few bucks. Not a crazy good value, but still not upset about that. Hey, and a retro frame foil Persistent Petitioners. That's actually kind of cool. Also probably a buck or two. Drift of Phantasms, Simic Guildgate. Is it Signet? All right. So no shocks out of the second half of the box yet. We were ahead on the count to begin with, so we have a little bit of leeway, but I'd rather not fall behind. Let's open that back up. That does bring us up to 6 mythics now, and I'm actually pretty happy with the Cloudstone Curio as well. Like, I can't be upset with that. Okay, what else would I like? I would love to see an anime Birds of Paradise. Those are beautiful. Or we could just open up a serial numbered card. Pariah's Shield. Okay, hey, all right, 265 of 500. Let's freaking go. And this will be the second serial numbered card I've ever opened up, both out of Ravnica Remastered, which is a talking point, and this will be the first one I've opened up for me. So really, really excited. Very, very happy. I'm going to put this off to the side here for a moment, and because I'm going to sleeve it right away, but there you go. Serial number Pariah's Shield. And actually, I kind of like the card. It's not like, it's not a serial numbered shock or a Cyclonic Rift, but I actually do kind of like the card. So that's kind of cool. Really, really happy with that. Sheesh. Okay. And a Tidespout Jin is the anime. There we go. Now we're back on track. There is a retro frame. That's our third retro frame. 1 foil, 2 non-foil. Steam Vents. So that is our third retro frame foil shock. Sweet. That does bring us up to 6. So along with a serial numbered card, this box is going to end up being pretty good no matter what. All right. Krenko's Command as the retro frame common, foil common. Aetherize. Hey, there's a good solid uncommon. Another Krenko's Command. And a Dimir Guildgate. I do happen to have some penny sleeves. I'm just going to throw the Pariah's Shield in there real quick. The rest of the stuff I'll sleeve up afterwards. But holy moly. All right. Now we're doing some stuff, huh? So this box is a winner no matter what, right? Like, it is a winner no matter what happens from this point. Even the lowest value serial number cards are still pushing at like $80 to $100. Now, that's not $300 or whatever like our first gens, but still, all serial number cards at this point still have value. Remains to be seen long term, but for the moment, I'm going to take a victory lap on that. All right, 3 packs left. Box is En Fuego. Let's keep it going. Oh, nice. Anime foil Life from the Loam. So we got another border. I want to say a Life from the Loam. Actually, seeing a little bit of modern play. Probably the anime foil, I don't know, in the neighborhood of $10 would be my guess. Pretty sweet. And then a Pack Rat. Love me some Pack Rat after that. I do especially love this art. Not an especially valuable card, but I do love the art on it, so I'm still throwing it up top. Teysa in the retro frame. Rakdos, Lord of Riots, pack foil. Ooh, retro frame foil Aetherize. Hey, now we're talking. Sky Hussar, Boros Guildgate, and an Is It Guildgate after that. Oh, is it? Okay, 2 packs left. We are at 6 shocks. I would love to see us get to at least 7, but, you know, hey, considering the serial numbered card, feels good. And honestly, the Divine Visitation and the Cloudstone Cure and Bruvac is not, that's not nothing. 2 packs left. Here we go. Arclight Phoenix in the retro frame foil. Can you imagine if that was a serial number? Ooh. All right, retro frame foil Arclight Phoenix. Still a card that sees play. There we go. There's our 7th Shockland. We've got a borderless Blood Crypt. All about that. All about that. Rest in Peace. Nice card. Good playable card. That is a retro frame Rest in Peace. And then a Kaya Orzhov Usurper after that. She did get downshifted. She was a mythic when she was in the Guild of Ravnica Legions. I can't remember which one. But she was mythic at the time. Downshifted at least. Faith's Fetters. Gutter Snipe in the retro frame. Ledgewalker. And then a Selesnya Guildgate. So we head into our last pack of the box. Our box is basically a winner no matter what. And we are at least at the... I don't say requisite, but requisite Shockland count. Feeling pretty good about that. All right. Last pack. All right. Last pack, and then let's digest this a little bit. Okay, all right. It's a retro frame foil mythic. It is Karlov of the Ghost Council. Again, unfortunately, I don't feel like this is a very valuable mythic. But it's a neat card. It was a really cool reprint, so I can't get him for that. But it's probably only a few dollars. So I'm gonna say guess 5 to 6. I could be wrong about that, but there we go. But there we go. We are up to 8 Shocklands now. You'll love to see it. That is a borderless Steam Vents. I feel like we hit. I mean, gosh, Steam Vents, Blood Crypts, got a lot of good ones. Okay, a Illusionist Bracers in the retro frame. Infernal Tutor again in the pack foil. Turnabout as a retro frame foil. Golgari Thug. Guildgate. And another Guildgate. Okay, can't be mad. Cannot be mad. So let's talk about this a little bit. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the retro frame foil Blood Crypt is one of the more valuable of the retro frames. I think it's like $45 by itself. We also got a borderless foil or anime foil Divine Visitation, a Curio, and a Bruvac. So not awful all in all. Again, the mythics are tough sledding outside of the Cyclonic Rift. 8 Shocklands I'm ecstatic about. And then obviously, the thing that drives this box home. And a personal victory for me, because this is my first ever that I pulled for myself, is a Pariah Shield. Actually pretty cool with that. Love it. So this box is going to be successful. I'm going to try and see if I can find, when I do the pricing for this, something kind of accurate. I'll try and see what's on the market in terms of the Pariah Shield. I think it'll be interesting, or what I would stress is when I do the pricing at the end of this, maybe even subtract that and go, what would this box look like? Like, what does it look like with it? And then what would it look like without it? Because that's going to be the more common scenario, right? So anyways, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button for me. And by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody. And be well.